am doing everything in Disney World, and with 100 days to do it, we have about 1,000 tasks, so we need to keep going. In case this is your first time with us in this series, I am currently working on doing every single thing in Disney World. I have 100 days. The exciting part is if I'm able to do it, I can actually take my friends Fry Bucket and Quincy with me to Disneyland Paris. So a lot is riding on this, and we have been having so much fun so far. So these are our current standings. Honestly, not too bad. We're working on making up a little bit more than that if we can, but if you don't know, we actually have a computer bestie. Her name is Agnes. She is our computer intelligence AI friend. Now we are starting off in EPCOT. I think we are spending most of our day here because we are able to tell Agnes how much time we have and where we are going to be as she's pulling her list. So Agnes, what are we doing today?
Welcome to today's challenge. 10 items have been sent to your device. Because you are solo today, there will be no additional challenge. Have a magical day.
So honestly, this sounds like a great day. It sounds like a lot of good food and good singing, which I'm very excited about. And then of course, some coffee, which you're not surprised. We're getting coffee even if it's not on the list. However, it's a little bit early today. It's almost 11. So I think we're gonna start off with some lunch. All right, first stop brings us to Mexico, where we're eating at La Cantina. This is the quick service here in Mexico, the full-fledged quick service. We can grab some tacos, nachos, churros, different kids' meals, all that good jazz. And for me, I love the kids' meals here. That's always a preference. Now, the World Showcase, technically this opens around 10:30. World Showcase formally opens at 11. And I can't decide if I want nachos or if I want the kids' chicken tacos because they are fantastic as well. Okay, these are my little kids' meal, my chicken tacos. And they might not look as big and mighty as you might think, but it's just marinated grilled chicken on homemade corn tortillas, and then it comes with a side of chips and cheese, which is actually a pretty big amount. You also get some fruit and you get a little drink. All of this is $9.50. So that's why I tend to lean towards this, is it helps me prevent A, overeating, which I tend to do when I'm in Disney World because I'm very excited, and B, it helps kind of keep my mind on a budget if I ever need to do that. So I know we're gonna be eating big tonight, and this was why I went with the smaller option, which I'm really excited about. La Cantina also has some really beautiful views if you can manage to get a seat over here. Now during the busier time, it's full a lot of the times, but if you come a little bit early like I did, like I'm here around 11, and I believe I said it opens at 10:30, it opens at 10 here. So if you're able to come a little bit earlier for an early lunch, this is a great spot to do it in. I love these chicken tacos. They're small. They're not going to be the most amazing chicken tacos you've ever had, but you can actually get sides if you want to kind of spruce these up. I just like putting some cheese on them. The chicken's really tender. It has a great char on it, and then this is just chips and cheese, which you can never, ever, ever, never go wrong with. Okay, lunch is done. It was excellent, and I scarfed it down a little too fast, but not fast enough because it looks like Marashi Cobra just started. If you don't know what Marashi Cobra is, it's next on our list. It's an incredible live band that performs wonderful songs, and even some that you might know from Coco. They are here periodically in the Mexico Pavilion, and they are one of Quincy's favorite live performances in all of EPCOT.
Que cantaba el rey David, hoy por ser día de tu santo, te las cantamos aquí.
Okay, so that was Marashi Cobra. It is such beautiful music. It's such incredible entertainment. I wanted to cry watching them sing happy birthday to those girls. It was so nice. I just really love it. One thing Sage likes to talk about that I think is really important too, and I love drive-by entertainment, kind of catching things and then continuing on my way, but if you really care about live entertainment, stay till the end. Disney notices those things. They notice if people are staying through entire shows, and it can kind of help longevity here. So just something to think about. But that's it. That's 2 tasks down. Our next thing is kind of a tribute to Quincy. So it was for Sage, and now we're going for Quincy because we're hopping on a boat. That's right. We are taking the transportation to the World Showcase, and then I'll have to give some fun facts. That's true, but we'll cross that bridge or that lake when we get to it. There's tons of transportation around Disney World. If you've been watching the series, you probably know that pretty well by now. And one thing that I think is really neat is there's actually a boat that will take you to the other side of Epcot. Because remember how we talked about it's like a mile and a half? Sometimes you don't want to walk that just to go to see Voices of Liberty. So we are going to take the boat. It's going to be much easier. It comes every 15 minutes or so. And just like that, another task done. Check mark. Okay, now for our next lovely task, we're here in Morocco, which I'm really excited about. I love being in Morocco. It is a great area back here that is gorge. But what we are going to be doing is we're gonna head into here, and this is Race Against the Sun. But technically, it is the Gallery of Arts and History here in Morocco. So there's a handful of things in here. Mainly some air conditioning. So this is the gallery. The gallery itself is really, really neat because you can kind of come in and just explore and learn different things about Moroccan culture and Morocco in general. I think it's pretty cool. I love standing in here because of the air conditioning, and as you can see, literally no one's in here, and there are benches. So it's a huge, huge win in my opinion. So yeah, you can just kind of explore. Now this side is culture of the desert, and it's all about thriving in the Sahara and different traditions and techniques of doing so. It's not huge, but it's really neat. We're just kind of hanging out. This is Rally of the Gazelles. It makes me think of a game I used to play in what was called Pizza Hut. Oh, it's not even a game. It's just a simulator. You just get to look. I think it used to be a game. But yeah, Agnes, thanks for this. And I'm gonna sit on a bench for 5 minutes so that way it's fully counted, and also because I want to. While we're on our way into our next one, we are going to cross over into François, France. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure that I can't speak French, 100% sure, actually. But while we're on our way, I'm gonna share a little fun fact about the pavilion we were just in. Morocco used to own the Morocco Pavilion here in Epcot. They helped design it and create it and maintain it. And then Disney bought it and took it back over around, I believe it was 2020. So isn't that neat? Like the country was like, I would like to own a piece of Epcot, please. And then they did. Now this is gonna be fun. We've got two things back here in this pavilion. One of them is one of my favorite things to do in Epcot. Oh my gosh, and it's about to start in 1 minute. Oh, okay, great timing. This is the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. I think this is very sweet. You go in and it kind of tells Beauty and the Beast from a different point of view, and it's actually telling it from LeFou's point of view because he's playing secret matchmaker. And then you sing along and have a lot of fun. While you're waiting to, lots of great AC and really cool artifacts that you can check out. For example, that is the real dress that was in the live-action Cinderella, which happens to be one of my favorite movies of all time. And now we're going inside, and we're gonna sing our heart out and enjoy actually sitting.
Now, see that girl? That's Belle, and she lives in this cottage on the outskirts of town with her father Maurice. Right then, I'll need your help to sing along so we can cover up all the noise going on in the kitchen. And Dads, usually you just move your mouths and don't sing, so kids, make sure they sing, okay?
Okay, that's it, Beauty and the Beast. Check the sing-along off our box. I love this show. I think it's very sweet. I'm also very biased because I love anytime I get to sing a princess song or see one of my favorite movies. So, fantastic. I also do tear up every time in the finale because I just love hearing the songs. And it makes me laugh because there's a line where LeFou says, I'm not gonna cry, that's not who I am. and that's exactly how I feel about myself. Now, luckily for our next thing, we are staying here in France, and a part of the series, because it's everything, is the photo pass, which I think is really fun and weird, and I'm excited about that. So, one of our things on the list today, one of the photo pass options, is actually the photo pass spot here in front of the fountain, in front of Remy's fountain. So, we're gonna come back here, take a few shots, and then we're gonna keep trucking. And it's almost time for our coffee. I've been trying to hold off because I don't need coffees till like midday. I just want them in the mornings typically. So we're trying to hold off. If you don't know what it is, PhotoPass basically is just Disney's photographers scattered around the parks waiting to help you take your family pictures. It is not free, of course. You do have to buy the Memory Maker package, or you can buy the photos individually. I just think they're sweet. It's a great collection to have. I'm weirdly very excited to be able to say eventually that I've done all of them. And that's to say all of the permanent ones. There are times, especially during busier season, that they'll add a few more kind of scattered around the parks to help even out some lines. But all of the permanent ones we are doing. Very excited. We did a magic shot. Can't wait to see what that looks like. It's when they add a little Disney magic to your photo. It's very cute. This PhotoPass spot is also on our list today. So again, all of our PhotoPass spots are what is on Disney's official list, and sometimes I'll see one on the list that Agnes sends us, and I'm like, I don't know where that's at. So luckily, here on the My Disney Experience app, you can actually select PhotoPass and it'll tell you where you're at. And the one I found, the one I'm standing next to, is the International Gateway Bridge, which is our list for today. Typically right through here as we are leaving Epcot, and then right next to Regal Eagle on the left in the American Pavilion is where you can find a lot of really rare characters. Now this is not every day, it is no guarantee, but sometimes when characters are getting to know the parks a little bit again, they come back out here, and this is where they have some trainings. So if you're ever looking to find rare characters, or you happen to notice that someone is out that you haven't seen in a while, go up and take a picture. It's a lot of fun, and I think can make your day really, really special in ways that you did not anticipate. And I'm walking through World Traveler because I'm getting lightheaded because it's hot. Okay, we've exited, but because we are on our way out and the boat is standing here, I think I'm gonna take the boat. We don't gain anything from it, but the boat just gives me like warm and fuzzy feelings. So we're gonna take the boat to the boardwalk, which is where we're going. Just kidding, they closed the gate on me and now I'm feeling depression. Not really, it's just a short walk, it's not bad. I really am vibing with the boats today, so that was sad. I will maybe take the boat back. So we just left Epcot through the International Gateway, which takes us over to the EPCOT Resorts. So if you're staying over here, this is one of the biggest perks, is that you can go straight into Epcot. And the EPCOT Resorts technically are the Yacht and Beach Club, the Boardwalk, and the Swan and Dolphin. Okay, we are on our way in, but I will say I made a pit stop to get a full water bottle, because you can do that at all of the quick services and other spots around Disney World. Always get your free water. And I'm passing Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs. Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs is actually a big staple over at Downtown Disney in Disneyland. It's the famous pickled corn dog, if you've ever seen those videos or pictures of it. And I am obviously fresh off of being in Disneyland, and I miss it so bad. Now I'm kind of seeing some construction happening here at the boardwalk. This has been going on for a little while, I guess a few weeks at this point. Now it's something that if you're on your Disney vacation, or you're about to come on your Disney vacation, definitely just kind of check that calendar, go read about your resort before you come over, because if you don't want to hear construction all throughout the day, maybe consider changing your resort. Now it happens periodically for all the resorts for refurbishment and things, so just kind of double check. And we're headed to the coffee spot that I really love. This is going to be Carousel Coffee, which is available here, obviously, at the boardwalk. It's not open all day. It actually closes around 3:30, but it opens at 6:30, and I'm gonna grab one of my favorites. Okay, this is my favorite coffee from Carousel Coffee. This is pretty much the only one I order, and it's their cinnamon bun frozen blended coffee, which is kind of ironic. I don't typically get frozen coffees a lot, but it's the Joffrey's cold brew with cinnamon bun, syrup, milk, and mocha. And then typically it comes with whipped cream, but I did not want whipped cream. So I knew we were heading over here today. So one thing I do not love in Disney World is the paper straws. I understand it, you know, save the environment, of course, I support it wholeheartedly, but I don't like it. And I'm not responsible enough to remember reusable straws all the time. But you know what I do love is the straws you can get in Mexico Pavilion. They're recycled. They're not paper, so they don't dissolve. So I made sure to grab an extra one when we were at lunch today. Fantastic. Absolutely magic, actually. I would say magic or tragic this morning. It's super sweet. It is sickly sweet. Like, potentially I might not be able to finish this, but it's cold, it's fantastic. It has that really nice aromatic cinnamon flavor and a little chocolate to top it off. I don't necessarily think that you need to like leave Epcot for this when you have Joffrey's and Starbucks over there, unless you're just trying to get out of the crowds. Then sure, but remember it closes at 3:30. And with that, another Agnes task. But I'm gonna enjoy this inside because it's gonna melt. For the first time ever, I've had to ask Agnes if I can go home. Little BTS for y'all. I have a migraine that is getting pretty bad. And this girl, who's in the middle of her lightning lane challenge, journeyed over here to give me some medicine.
Yes,
so
which you can see that journey.
Which you can go watch right now in her lightning lane multi-fast video. On this journey, we have asked Agnes if today we can cut it short. And the answer was yes. So we have 2 to make up for, which is fine. We'll make up for that in the next video. And if we were gonna go to Vietnampolis tonight, and now I feel really sad, but we're gonna redo that very soon. And I guess I've never ended a video like this, but I wanted y'all to know what the vibes were. So I guess if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you want to go see the rest of this challenge and this whole series, you can see it on the channel right now. And I'm gonna go home and lay in bed and have some medicine. Goodbye.